Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We back again, man. And it's time for the Thursday banger. It's time for the Thursday banger, y'all. That's a lot. Y'all know I got one. I keep a banger. That's a lot. I always got bangers. Y'all already know the count. But like I always tell y'all before I start my videos, man, I have no problem dropping this content, man. I have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all about what's going on in prison, man. That's why I don't want y'all to go. I have no problem doing these things, man. I just need y'all to stay out the way. That's all I be asking y'all to do is just stay out the way. Don't get in trouble, man. Staying out the way is the new wave. Staying out the way is the key to life. Don't want to get in trouble, man, and ruin your damn life, man. I'm letting you know now, man. It's better out here on the outside, living a free world, man. Doing what you want to do, man. Living a legit life, man. Everything that everybody's doing when they breaking the law, man, trust me, it comes back on you, man. Ask anybody in your family, your big homies, ask anybody. All crime comes back on you, man. You're going to have to pay for the stuff you're doing. But if you can stop right now, you got a good chance of, man, maybe making it through, man. Start trying to learn how to stay out the way right now, man. That's all you got to do. I know it's hard, fellas. I know it's hard not to do this and do that like what you've been doing for years. But just think about everybody around you that needs you. Just think about everybody you're going to leave behind. You got to think about that when you out there doing that stuff, man. So just stay out the way, man. That's all I tell y'all to do, man. Period, man. That's it. But it's a Thursday banger. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this junk right here. Like, share, subscribe to the junk. Let's get it. Let's go. Y'all already know the count. It's time for business. And the story I got for y'all today is called His Secret Plug. Yeah, man, crazy situation right here, man. I gotta share this with y'all. This is a crazy situation. This was nuts in here, man. But like I always say, man, like inside of prisons, man, especially a place like Lawrenceville, where we about to go at on this story, man, like it was a lot of people that like to hide in the shadows. It's a lot of people that didn't even want to deal with the politics, that even happen to deal with people that buy stuff. So when they get on, it was always somebody that was letting him sell it, letting him do this. People would try never to do anything to leave Lawrenceville. That used to be the main goal, not to leave Lawrenceville. The camp was too sweet. It was a lot going on. Everything that I heard about it before I got there, I'm witnessing with my own eyes. Lawrenceville was a beautiful place to be, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. So that particular reason right there, you be having dudes that be just trying to stay out the way, but still try to get a couple of dollars in the process, man. Getting a couple of dollars is always, you know what I mean, the routine for a lot of dudes. It just be on the low, man. So with that being said, like I told y'all, man, we are on Lawrenceville for this one right here, y'all. We on Lawrenceville for this one, 2012 game. 2012 game, man. And around this time right here, y'all, I can remember, man, being in 30 building, man, 33 pod, and I'm up to my normal shenanigans. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. Like I was going up to the V room, getting the package. I was wilding. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I was wilding, man. Lawrenceville was one of those spots that made you want to chase the paper. You know what I mean? It made you want to do this and do that and get in and try to do this and do that. That's what Lawrenceville made you do, because it was so much opportunity on that camp. So like around this time, I'm basically with all, y'all. I'm trying to get it. That's what I'm trying to do, man. But at this particular time right here, I am on fire from the visiting room. So I'm kind of taking a break from everything that's going on with me getting money in the visiting room, but me being somebody that's a little smart when they get to the bag. You know what I mean? And I don't even really say I got to the bag. Like I didn't make $1 million up there. I didn't make $10,000 to $20,000, but I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't need nothing from nobody. I can buy what I want to buy. I don't got to call home and beg for no money. I don't have to do none of these things because I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? That's what getting on is supposed to provide for you. You know what I mean? If you're doing the right things, yeah, you can really make a whole lot more money than I know I could have made. But sometimes just, you know, just making sure everything copacetic, making sure my homeboy is good, making sure I'm doing this, making sure the people that's looking out for me on the street is good. I used to take L's trying to make sure those things running good. You know what I mean? You have to, man. So that would be a lot of reasons why I never really made tens of thousands of dollars, because the main goal to me used to be keep the ball rolling, because if it ain't no ball rolling, it ain't gonna be me making a little bit or them getting anything. So my whole goal was to just keep the ball rolling, man. So I'm comfortable in there. I don't need nobody, but I am going through a time where I'm slightly kind of like on the low, just falling back, not trying to go to that visiting room. And that used to be my main source of getting on around this time right here in Lawrenceville. So I'll say around this time right here, this is like, I want to say this is like April or something like that. I know the weather was kind of great, but I can remember them sending me a paper in the mail telling me that I was less than 5 years. There used to be certain things that would pop up in my bed that would kind of snap me back to reality. Like, yo, bro, you getting short. You know what I mean? Because I'll be moving and doing so much in there and trying to chase this and trying to make sure that pack right, trying to get a phone, trying to do this, trying to do that. Like, I will forget that I'm going home one of these days, man. Like, and that's how prison make you, man. That's why I don't be telling y'all to come there, because it's wild like that, man. It how you forget about the streets and how you forget about everything. So I'm in there oblivious of the whole situation of me falling, like me getting short. But I do have 5 years left. So I already heard a rumor that they had this class that they used to make dudes go to when they get down to 5 years or less. You know what I mean? And it was a safe serve class. Now, the dudes that I knew that went to that class before me, everybody that I knew, they would go to that class just to be able to get out the building, you know what I mean? Just to move around, just to see dudes from the other side of the yard. Nobody really cared about that right there, you know what I mean? And I didn't really understand that until I got to the class. But they sent me a request form letting me know that I have the class now. So I'm like, damn. So they telling me when to start, you know what I mean? You go 2 times a day. You go in the morning, then you go in 1 time in the evening. So it was like I was feeling good about it slightly, because I'm like, damn, I do got 5 years left. I go home 2017, it's 2012. I'm like, I'm getting short. But still though, I still was feeling like I was deep pause in prison, man. That's how I felt, man. Like, I still felt like I wasn't up for air yet to be able to, you know what I mean, feel short. Like 5 years might sound short to some people, but yeah, it's short to me because I'm already down like 11, you know what I mean? So that sound about right. So I'm like, damn, I got the class. I tell my roommate, boom, about to start going to this class. You know what I mean? They trying to say it's mandatory. You got to take it. You know what I mean? If you don't go, it's a charge and all this. So like I said, the dudes I knew went before me. They used to be like, yo, that class in the way. But they used to go. So it's my time to go now, y'all. So boom. So I can remember what they said where the class was at. The class was in the library. They used to have the class in the library on Lawrenceville. And I can remember I used to go to the library a lot. I was already hip to the library. I've been going to the library. The library was my meeting grounds. I used to go there to meet dudes, make plays, do this, do that, meet my band over here, do this, do that. I've been knowing about the library. So hearing about the safe serve class was going to be in the library was weird. I thought we was going to go to like a classroom. Like, people be in the library. So I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do this. So I just got to wait to see how it's going to go, man. So they end up calling the next day. Early child came. I got to go to early child because I got to take the class in the morning and the evening. So I go to early child. I walk into the library. When I walk into the library, I see the white dude Jason that I always talk to when I go into the library. Now, white boy Jason, he was cool. He was cool. I ain't gonna lie. He was a super cool white dude. I ain't gonna lie, man. He was dumb cool. Like, he used to give me the heads up, when to put in to come to the library. If this particular CEO would have been working, or this person gonna be over there, he used to tell me when to put in for the library. And he used to give me heads up about that. Now, I didn't try to sell drugs to Jason on several occasions, you know what I mean? Because he was just too cool. I was like, man, I know he'll be somebody I definitely can get my bread from, but he will always decline. He would be like, he don't do drugs, he don't do none of this. And I'm like, man, how would you selling weed out there? And you know what I mean? He was like, man, I just never got high on my own supply. He was like, I never got high on my own supply. So we ended up getting to talking one day. He ended up telling me how he got locked up, you know what I mean? Because Jason was from California, you know what I mean? So I was like, you far from the crib. Like, you could tell kind of like in his accent slightly, like he wasn't a white dude from Virginia or somewhere close. Like he was more bubbly, more like a little bit more excitement, like serious, but a little bit more excitement with him, you know what I mean? But he told me why he ended up getting knocked, man. He said he came all the way from California. He used to come every week, once a week. And he said he used to come from California to Virginia Beach, and he was dropping off marijuana. You know, I'm thinking in my head, like, that California ride that's the longest ride in the world. So I'm like, damn, like how long was the ride? He told me, he was like, man, the ride is 2 days. The ride is 2 days, man. He said he used to get a hotel. He said he'll drive like 20 some hours and get a hotel in Oklahoma, and then sleep to the next day, then get up and finish the other 20 hours, then get to Virginia Beach, get a hotel in Virginia Beach, sleep for a little bit, get up, drive 20 more hours back to Oklahoma. Like, his ride was like, that was crazy. So I was like, damn, was that worth it? He was like, yeah, every time he took the trip was 50,000, you know what I mean? So he was making some bread. So Jason said he got towed off. Somebody set him up. He got towed off with a bunch of pounds of weed. He didn't have no gun. He didn't have none of these things. So he didn't get a lot of time. Jason had probably about, I think he was going home in 2015. You know what I mean? He didn't have a lot of time. He didn't probably 5 years. He didn't have a lot of time, but he was on Indian Creek. But the reason why me and him clicked anyway, because he was telling me how he bagged the counselor when he was on Indian Creek. So he telling me it was an old white lady, and you know what I mean? The old white lady started digging him and all this. And next thing you know, he had her, you know what I mean? He said dudes started hating on him, and next thing you know, they caught him. They caught the lady, you know what I mean? He said they shipped him to Lawrenceville, so that's where he been at. So he said when he got here, you know what I mean? They see that he ain't got a lot of time. They see that he's good at this and good at that. They end up getting him a job in the library. So that's where he's been at. So that's how me and him met. So when I walked in and seen him, you know what I mean? He see me, he was like, oh, you about to go home? You about to go home, Weezy? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm about to go home, man. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, man, that's what's up, man. He was like, that's what's up, man. He was like, this is a good class right here, man. He said, you know, they be doing the class in the back of the library. So we had to go like to the back, you know what I mean? So I go back there after I kicked it with Jason, you know what I mean? I go back to the class and I'm looking around the class and you know what I mean? The table, it was sets of twos. So you could sit two people to a little table. They used to have little library tables. So I see a dude I know from the town in there. He was in 40 building, but now he's in 30 building. But he's in 31 part. He was in the same part of me. I'm in 33, he's in 31. But I spot him and I ain't know he had less than 5. Like we ain't about to go home, but still though, if you in that class and make you feel like you short, kind of like, you know what I mean? So I'm getting kicking it with him. I go sit down next to him and shit, me and him kick it. And I ain't gonna say bro name because bro was a man. Y'all find out in the air, bro was a maniac on this, man. But I ain't gonna say bro name, man. We gonna call bro Keith, man. So I get to kicking it with Keith, you know what I mean? Get it kicking it, we on the land, war stories, we kicking it, bro, we doing this up here, this and that. This was going on. He telling me it was on that side. Now he telling me what's going on in their pod. We just kicking it, you know what I mean? So we looking at the class like, when is it gonna start? So the lady finally come in. It was a white lady. She the teacher. So she come in and she start running down everything about the safe serve joint. So the safe serve joint is basically you can become a certified food handler. You know what I mean? Once you complete the class, you can become a certified food handler. You'll get your certificate, all that. So when you go home, you will be able to probably get a job at a place that, you know, I'm looking at it like, I don't see where I'm gonna need this at. Like, no offense to anybody that use this, but I'm still like, I'm looking like, I'm not working fast food. I know it's tough out there, but I'm not working fast food. That's dead, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know where I'm gonna use this at, but still, it was good to have. Like, you know, my people was telling me like, nah, go ahead and get it because it's good to have, you know what I mean? So she running down all that about the safe serve joint. We in the joint like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. The class was a sleeping pill. So after she ran down everything about the class, she put on a video. And she just used to show us different videos about like different restaurants that had kitchens and like how do you clean stuff? How do you clean your hands? How you supposed to wash your hands this amount of times after you touch this? How not to contaminate your hands, then go touch this. It was just a bunch of videos on that type of stuff. So everybody, like she had the lights low. Everybody just be in that joint, just talking and just not even really paying that class no mind. She'll give a little test on the same little things that have the A through D answers. And the answers were so easy, you didn't even have to watch the movie to pass the test. So she would do that, and it was an easy class, you know what I mean? So I'm kicking it with Keith, you know what I mean? Me and Keith in there kicking it. So when the class will end, it'll probably be about 15 minutes before we have to leave. So when we have to leave, they will hold us for like 10 minutes because they'll have probably outside rec, 2 o'clock, outside rec, or either the gym or somebody's coming outside before we can leave. So we'll be waiting for that to happen, then we'll leave. So everybody just be in there kicking it. So while we was in there kicking it, me and Keith kicking it, goddamn, you know what I mean? We just kicking it and shit. Jason pull up, you know what I mean? He was like, what y'all talking about? Like, man, we ain't talking about nothing, man. Shit. Goddamn, Keith was like, shit, I'm talking about getting this money, goddamn it. I'm trying to get to this bag, goddamn it. You know what I mean? Shit looking hectic over in my building, man. I'm tired of buying this and buying that. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn right. I was like, man, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make it shake. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's always the mission, trying to make it shake. You know what I mean? So we just over there having a conversation about the package. You know what I mean? So Jason pull up, he listening. He was like, y'all got some garbage weed out here. You know what I mean? This and that. I'm like, man, listen, this is weed. We get our weed from y'all. What you talking about? You know what I mean? I was like, my people say they get it from California. Like, they get it from y'all. So he like, yeah, we got the best weed. So we get to talk about that. Just having a little good time before we have to go back. So they call us to leave. You know what I mean? We go back to the building. Boom. I go back to the building, man. I'm kind of like, I'm really after that conversation. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm kind of stressed. I'm stressing a little bit slightly because I'm feeling like, damn, I need to get back in like somehow. And I told y'all I'm like a magnet for routes. Like if my stuff ain't going right, There's always somebody that needs my help. There's always somebody that needs some money. There's always somebody that need a ride. There's always somebody that need this. And I'm going to save the day. You hear me? I'm going to save the day every time. So it's like, I be a route for magnets, but I'm stressed that my situation looking hectic. The people down on me, I can't go to the V room and make my plays. So I'm a little stressed about this, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm stressed. So I ain't paying no mind, man. I went on, laid it down for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? I get back up, you know what I mean? I go to the class for the second time. I end up laying it down, you know what I mean? Chill. When we came back for count time, I chill, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, we're going back to the class again for the second period. So when I go to the class for the second period, y'all, we in there kicking it, you know what I mean? Everything going smooth. So before I went over there, I ended up smoking. I ain't even gonna lie. Like the class started getting so boring, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, I'm gonna smoke. I smoked that count time with my roommate. So when I came over there, you know what I mean? I seen Keith and we went to lunch. Keith was high, you know what I mean? He was dumb high. I forgot, it was a dude in 32 Park that had the marijuana at this time. So I had bought some. I already had some through the beginning of the story and everything, but Keith is high. Keith high too. So when we go to class, we go to early child, we crush. Then we go to class. So when we go to the class, we in the classroom smell. I know we stink. You know what I mean? The teacher don't give a damn. But I know we jumping because y'all know how that smell is after you smoke. It's hard to get off you. You know what I mean? So we in the class, both of us. I know both of us lit in that junk. You know what I mean? It's on our fingers. It's on all that. So the white dude, Jason, he pull up. He like, damn, man, y'all stinking in here and shit. Y'all got the library stinking. Like, damn, man. I'm like, man, shit. Like, we smoke. Goddamn, what you talking about? We smoke. Jason, this what goes down with smokers, you know what I mean? He like, yeah, no, man. He was like, man, but like for real, man, like I would think about what y'all was saying. He was like, I would think about what y'all was saying, man, and like, you know, like I would love to get some money, man. He was like, but everybody in my building, Jason was in 70 building on the other side of the yard, you know what I mean? He was like, but everybody in my building, man, you freaking a-holes, man. He was like, man, the gang members over there, all the gang members want to do, man, they get on with the weed and they smoke it, and the next thing you know, they're extorting people, and next thing you know, they never make it. He was like, people are so stupid to mess Lawrenceville up, man. He was like, man, I'm going home from this place from the damn library. And I was like, yeah, that's possible. You can go home from the library, man. But I'm like, yeah, though, like, for real, like, you could get money. You just got to be discreet. I said, that's how people in Lawrenceville are. They are really discreet. So Keith was like, man, listen, I'm about to start trying to go to VI. My baby mama about to try to, you know what I mean? Keith's talking about how his baby mama trying to do it. So we all over there just kicking, just talking about different things. And then Jason was like, man, I can get some money. So when he said that, it was like, everybody got quiet. Cause like I told you, like I done try to sell him stuff. Like I try to get him to be my customer, right? You know what I mean? Like talk about getting money. Like I'm not saying he's not capable of it, but like still though, like he just came out of nowhere as all us talking. He was like, I want to get some money. He was like, yeah, I want to get some money, man. Yeah, I want to get some money. He was like, man, but like for real, I don't want to get my hands dirty. You know what I mean? I want to get my hands dirty, man. So goddamn, Keith was like, man, shit. Keith was like, man, goddamn, when you the plug, you ain't got to get your hands dirty. Keith was like, if I get my work, I'm going to get my man to sell it. I'm the plug. So goddamn, Jason was like, I'm the plug. Everybody looked again. I looked like, you the plug? Yeah, you ain't the plug, Jason, man. What the hell did you talk about, man? He was like, I'm the plug, man. I can be the plug. I was like, how you can be the plug, man? He was like, I can get it in. He was like, but I don't want to sell it, though. I don't want to touch it. I just want to get it and give it up. Like, you just want to get it and give it up. So like, who is your plug? He was like, it's a secret, man. I'm the plug. You talk to me, I'm the plug. So right then and there, I'm saying, my mind is racing because I'm trying to think, who the hell, Jason, who would bring him to pack? But you know, he is a slickster. He is a white dude from California. You know what I mean? He don't look lame. He don't look like he's in a damn way. He keep his clothes right. You know what I mean? He won't know any way looking white dude. You know what I mean? So like, I can slightly believe what he's saying, but at the same time, I'm trying to get more of what was going on. So we get to talking more. We're like, yo, so like, what you mean you can get it in? Because you know, those be all the things I be trying to hear y'all. Like that's what I'm trying to hear. So I'm like, what you mean you can get it in? Like, what you talk about? You're like, man, look, man, I got a way of getting it in, man. If you want to get it, I'll deal with y'all. Those are the only people I'll deal with. I'm not dealing with nobody in my building. He was like, for real, I didn't even want to do this. He was like, but I do want to make me some money. And he said, I've been watching you, Weezy, for a while. You seem like a cool dude. You seem like you won't put nobody business out there. Like, you seem like this is like, you know, like you and Keith, you know, Keith is cool. You know, like, let's make some fucking money, man. So I'm like, let's make some money. So I'm like, yo, how we gonna make the money? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you need from us? Like, this ain't no joke, Jason. He like, nah, this ain't no joke, man. So I'm like, what do you need? He was like, look, I can get some weed. He said, I can get some weed, and if I get it, you got to pay the toll going, and you got to pay the toll coming back. So I'm like, pay the toll going and pay the toll coming back. So like, what's the price? What are you talking about? He was like, I want 500 after, and I want 300 before. So I'm like, $800. I'm like, so what can we get? What's the limit on what we can get? He was like, only 2 ounces, man. Only 2 ounces, man. He was like, no more than 2 ounces. He said, like, cause I don't want to scare my plug off, and I don't want him to feel like I'm trying to like just get him with a bunch of stuff and he get tore off. So 2 ounces, man. Only 2 ounces. I'm like, 2 ounces. 2 ounces of the loud pack, right? He was like, whatever the fuck you want. I'm like, shh. So now I'm like, me and Keith like, I'm like, damn. So I'm like, yo, for real, man. I was like, yo, Jason, man, like, I ain't like, me and you cool, man. I was like, well, look, man, like, we can't play no games about this. You serious though, man? I was like, if I get the money up front, like now, the $300 for you, man, and put that play together, like, is everything gonna fall smooth? I was like, man, I kind of want to know who's doing this, man, because like, you got me in the blind about your situation and we doing business now. It's not really my business, and I don't care, but like, you never came across as somebody that's like dipping and dabbling into this world. You know what I mean? I said, I know you told me you bagged a counselor, you know what I mean, when you was on Indian Creek, you know what I mean? I was like, but still though, bro, like this is a different ball game. Like if I get my peoples, he was like, man, listen, man, you want to get some fucking money or not, man? He said, I know you want to get some fucking money. He said, I don't want to fucking touch the weed. I don't want to smoke the weed. I don't give a fuck about the weed. He said, get the money, give me the number, I'm gonna handle the rest. I was like, shit crazy, man. So boom. You know what I mean? Me and Keith walk back to 30 building. We just, you know what I mean? We like, yo, Keith like, yo, think he's serious, Weezy? I'm like, man, he got to be serious. I'm like, Jason ain't no one of them, like he ain't never come across as somebody that was lame in my book. He always been cool, not just because it's like he's white, like he can't be cool, but he's always been cool with me. So I'm like, I don't think bro turning around. I was like, look, I said, goddamn, I'm about to goddamn see if I can get this bread. I was like, I got the bread, I just gotta get it. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, people ain't got no loud. He was like, I can get it, we just gotta have the money to buy it. You know what I mean? I was like, man, see, we can throw them on the back end. You know what I mean? I was like, because we already gotta pay 3 up front. You know what I mean? Then we gotta pay 5 after we get it. You know what I mean? I said, we can't owe 3, then 5, then another. You know what I mean? I was like, this seed goddamn, we can pay him on the back end, bro. I was like, because paying up front with that joint now is a lot. So he was like, I'm gonna see if my cousin throw me. You know what I mean? We just pay him on the back end. He was like, we can get a zipper piece. I'm like, damn, right, get a zipper piece, nigga. He was like, man, he probably gonna want 400. Goddamn, I see him get him talking now 350. You know what I mean? For the zip. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? I'm like, try to see if you can talk him down to 200. I'm like, this shit better be some loud pack, nigga. You talking some 350. So his prices was sounding nuts. But we really need the smoke, y'all. We need it because there's no other option. Like I had no other option unless bringing somebody else into it and they gotta get a cut. So me and him trying to handle this because it's really me and Keith. So he like, all right, I'm gonna holler at you, bro, after done. You know what I mean? So he go back in the building, you know what I mean? We go back in the building. I ain't saying it to nobody. I'm keeping this to myself because I don't want to jinx what's going on. I don't want to mess up and, you know what I mean, have a situation where, you know what I mean, I told somebody what's going on and it don't end up shaking. So I'm not telling nobody about this situation right here, man. But Keith ended up calling me back to the door a little bit later. He called me back to the door. I go to the door. He was like, look, get the door open, come to the door. I'm like, all right. Tell the lady in the booth, hey, please, let me go right. Please, let me go right there. She said, she let me out real quick. I slid. I go to the door. Like, what's up? Talk to him. Get the crap. Like, what's up? He like, hey. He like, look, bro. He like, look. My cousin got us. He like, he got us, bro, but he want 300 a piece. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, man. Get that junk, man. I was like, look. You know what I mean? I'm going to see if I can get somebody to come grab it. You know what I mean? Once they grab it, I'm going to get them to goddamn, you know what I mean? Hold it in. I'm going to get them to holler at his peoples. He was like, my cousin will make the play. You know what I mean? If you need him, you know what I mean? He can make the play too. So I'm like, all right, that'll work. So I was like, let me get the $300. He's like, you ain't get the money out. I'm in the process of doing it now. Wait, let a nigga let me use the jack. Around this time too, I had just lost my jack too. So I'm like, damn, I gotta holler at somebody and use their phone. So I'm putting my side of the play together. He putting his side of the play together. The play come together. The play come together like Voltron, y'all. Y'all already know the count. It come through like Voltron. So I couldn't wait till the next morning to go back and holler at Jason and let him know, like, look, boom, 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 this the play, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I got down, I'm seeing Keith when they call early child. We go to school, you know what I mean? Boom. Goddamn, goddamn, as soon as we got down, seen Jason ass, we see him. Goddamn, we see him and shit. He talking to the library lady over there. He didn't even come over to the table where me and Keith was at. Keith was like, yo, man. He was like, man, I bet you that's who's bringing that nigga the package right there. I looked at the white lady. The white lady was like an older white lady, like 60, something like that. I'm like, man, you think that old ass white lady bringing loud pack, bro? He was like, man, I'm telling you, bro, like, you never know, bro. He was like, who else bringing him the package, man? He work in the library. I'm like, he might got a roller in the building. You know what I mean? He like, man, that white lady bringing him that damn pack, bro. I'm telling you, man. So I'm like, man, I don't give a damn who bringing the damn pack. As long as the pack got down touchdown, that's all that matters. That's all I'm thinking about, y'all. So boom. Goddamn, Jason did his thing over there. Boom, he finally pull up on us. He come to the table. He was like, what's up, guys? Sat down. He used to sit on the table. He used to sit in the chair like Zach Morris. He'll turn the chair around and put his arms on the joint. Like he in a bar or some goddamn where, you know, man, the white dudes do this shit, no offense. Y'all turn the chair around and sit like this. He told me, what's up, guys? He sit down, like, look, what's up? Goddamn, I'm like, here, a slide of the paper. Green dot numbers in it, everything with Keith People's numbers. And I'm like, he was like, this is everything? I'm like, yeah, look, that's the number. Goddamn, call that number, and that's the $300. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, is this a lot, bro? I'm asking him again. Like, this is a lot, Jason, man. He's like, look, told you guys, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to smoke it. I don't want to do none of this shit. I just want to get paid for what I'm doing. I don't care about none of this shit. I'm trying to make some freaking money. That's all I'm trying to do. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm just making sure, man. You know what I mean? I was like, don't get that old ass white lady toe off now. I was petty for saying that, but I said it though, because like, we doing business, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm nosy as fuck, man. I want to know what's going on, y'all. I'm sorry, man. Like, long as everything touchdown, I know what y'all would say. Y'all definitely right. But still, though, I threw the low blow at his ass. I said, goddamn, man, don't get that old ass white lady toe off with that loud pack now. He was like, he turned around as dumb as a bitch when he walked away. He was like, she's not bringing it. She's not bringing me nothing. I'm like, man, yeah, goddamn. He was like, no, everything. She's not bringing me nothing, Weezy. I'm saying in my head like, man, that my word on God, swear to God, that don't mean nothing in prison. You hear me, y'all? That don't mean nothing. A dude to say that to you with a straight face, that don't mean nothing. I've been learned that. That don't mean nothing. It's probably 2-3 dudes that I would take for their word if they say something like that. It's probably 2 or 3 dudes. Other than that, everybody else is suspect. So when he's saying this, I'm just playing it out too. I'm like, man, all right. I mean, Keith like, yeah, all right. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, so look, when you gonna get back with us? He's like, I'm gonna holler at you. I'm gonna holler at you when y'all come back to the evening class. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, bet. So, boom. Me and Keith feeling good. We on cloud 9. You know what I mean? We slightly got to play together. You know what I mean? We just trying to figure out what the details going to be later, a little bit later on. So we feeling good about this mission. So we go back to the class, second time. You know what I mean? And we get in the class. We see goddamn Jason. Jason pull up on us. He's like, look, everything's in motion, man. He was like, look, I'll say Friday. You know what I mean? This was Tuesday. You know what I mean? He was like, Friday. He was like, I'm going to get them to call tomorrow. Then, you know, everything will meet up how it's supposed to be. So I'm like, all right, man. You know what I mean? He's like, all right. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, goddamn it. I ain't playing with you. Jason was like, look, man, I'm not fucking around, man. We're going to get some fucking money, man. Just calm down, Weezy. I'm like, he knew, like, and everybody know I'm like this. I be on edge when it come to blind shit. Like, I be on edge because there's been so much stuff that happened, y'all. Like, so I'm all the way on edge about this shit. So he like, man, we're going to get some fucking money, Weezy. Calm down, man. He was like, look, how long is it going to take y'all after y'all get the shit to give up the 500? I'm like, bro, a couple days, you know what I mean? I'm like, look, you good, you know what I mean? So, like, all right. So, we do the class for the rest of the week. You know what I mean? We do the class for the rest of the week. Everything going smooth, you know what I mean? Goddamn, Thursday roll around, we kicking it with Jason. He trying not to really kick it with us as much to kind of throw people off. He was one of those type of dudes, and I respect how he moved. So I ain't tripping. Me and Keith up our same activities, falling asleep, watching that boring ass safe serve video, and just chilling. That's all we doing in there, coming in there high as a bitch. So we kicking it like, yo, we can't wait. He was like, his cousin said that shit was some gas, you know what I mean? He said that shit was some gas pack coming in. He said, goddamn, that shit some Afghanistan, you know what I mean? I'm like, what? Gas, let's get it in here. So we kicking it about that. So Jason rolled up. Jason like, yo, look. He was like, look, when you come to class tomorrow, one of y'all might gotta go back. I'm like, what you mean one of us gotta go back? He was like, yeah, one of y'all might gotta go back. I'm like, man, what are you talking about, man? He was like, man, because it's not gonna be on Friday. It's gonna be on Saturday. So I'm like, how you go from Friday to Saturday and why one of us gotta go back and all that? He was like, you're gonna have to go back because the shit fucking stinks, man. That shit is fucking loud as fuck, man. People's got it, but they're just not coming into Saturday. So I'm like, damn, he go from Friday to Saturday. So when he says Saturday, the only thing I can think about, it can be other plays, but I'm thinking about like somebody going through the visiting room because I was on Saturday, even though the roller can bring it on Saturday, but he don't work in the library on Saturday, so it's definitely not the old white lady. So my brain is all over the place. I'm trying to read his brain, and he has a force shield on it. He's down to business. I can't read his damn brain. So he throwing me off about these days. I ain't even gonna lie. I got thrown off about it. So I'm like, Friday, Saturday, this stinks. It's supposed to stink. It's loud pack. So he like, all right. So we like, all right. Keith was like, I'll dip back. I'm like, all right, that's a bet. And I was just like, look, goddamn, you just separated and I'll come get it from you when I come back from the class. You know what I mean? He was like, bet. So, goddamn, we come back to class on Friday. You know what I mean? Jason like, yo, he giving us like thumbs up. You know what I mean? Thumbs up. So I'm like, damn, how we gonna get it? Like, how we gonna get it? He was like, you gotta wait till Monday. He was like, because I'm not coming across the fence, man. I'm not meeting you nowhere. He was like, nobody expects me of anything. He was like, I don't want my hands dirty. I don't want nobody figuring out what I'm doing. He was like, I'm trying to stay as clean as possible. Now, at that moment, I had to kind of respect that a little bit, y'all, because the way he was moving, he was really trying to throw people off. He don't even want to sell no bud. He don't want no bud. He want the money. That's what he want. And I felt like that 500 was his money, and maybe even the 300. Who knows? But at the same time, though, I'm just trying to keep everything copacetic. I'm not trying to mess the play up. Y'all know that. I'm not trying to mess it up. So I'm like, all right, that's a bet. I'll wait till Monday. Even though we was gagging mad as shit and we didn't have this over the weekend. Don't trust me, I was mad. So boom. The whole weekend come, we super mad. Hey, we ain't got no marijuana, but we ain't buying shit, you know what I mean? Keith looking like, man, he better have that shit Monday. I'm like, man, he gonna have it, man. Keith was like, he better have it, goddamn it. Yeah, I'm like, man, he gonna have it, bro. Just relax, man. So Monday roll around, we go back to the safe serve class. When we go back to the jump, Jason standing at the front door of the library. He's standing like outside. So when we seen him, he gave us the look. So I told Keith, I'm giving Keith the look. I'm like, Keith, you know what I mean? So I walked in and I went kind of like by the window, but I could see what they doing right there by the window. I'm looking, you know what I mean? Keith walked up, stood aside, and I seen Keith stick his hand out to the side. Keith had his hand like this. He's like, and then Jason put something in his hand. Keith put it in his pocket. Keith looked at me and gave me the nod. He shot back to 30 building. He bucked on that joint. He go back to the building, you know what I mean? Jason come in the library. I'm sitting at the table dolo, you know what I mean? I ain't say nothing to him, you know what I mean? I seen the play got hand off. Everything is a go, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there kicking it with him. Goddamn. He pulled up to the table. He was like, yo, I told you, you're gonna get some fucking money, man. He was like, look, just one thing though. I was like, what? He was like, make sure you have my fucking money, Weezy, man. He was like, I don't want no games. Just like you told me how you don't want no games. He was like, I don't want no games, Weezy. I don't want no games. So make sure you have my damn money. I was like, look, first of all, I'm gonna have your damn money. That's first off, I'm gonna have your damn money. I said, second of all, who the hell you talking to, Jason? I'm fucking with him. I'm like, who the hell you talking to, Jason? He's like, no, man, fuck, man. Like, it's the first time I done this shit, man. I want my fucking money, man. I'm like, bro, you gonna get your goddamn money, man. Calm your ass down, man. Like, goddamn, you gonna get your bread. So boom. Goddamn, we dip from the class. I run back to the building. I need that damn loud back. I haul ass back to that goddamn building. You ain't supposed to run. I'm running around that goddamn circle. I get back to the building. Hey, call Keith. Niggas come to the door. As soon as they go about to come to the door, they paw the door open and don't say. As soon as they door open, that joint hit my nose. I was like, damn. That shit was loud and musty as a bitch. Y'all hear me? Man, that smell hit me like it was like a bunch of green smoke. As soon as the door opened, that joint smacked my face. I was like, pause. I was like, damn, what Keith at? That shit smell good as a bitch. He was like, he got it cut up. I was like, man, I see my homeboy from the, I was like, yo, knock on this door. Tell him Weezy out here. Knock on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Cut him down. Oh shit, boom. Broke on the door, high as a bitch. He like, yeah. He step out of the shit. I'm like, what's up? That shit's gay. He like, man, this shit some stinky, musty ass shit. This shit loud, Pat. This shit super loud. This shit must. This shit gonna have your whole pod jumping. He like, this shit loud as a bitch. I'm like, damn, right, let me get it. He like, phew. I was like, bro, this is an ounce, bro. He was like, bro, that's an ounce, bro. He was like, I just got them split it in half. He was in one. He said, all I did is break it down and got it. You know what I mean? He maybe got me on a little bit, but who cares? You know, I'm gonna get him on the next one because I'm the one going back to the building the next play. God damn it, what do you think this is? It goes back and forth. It'll be my turn next time, God damn it. So I ain't tripping for the most part. I'm not tripping. I'm happy I got the damn zip. I'm gonna go back to the cell. As soon as I walk in the park, I get to talk to the popcorn old ass. I'm like, man, what's up, popcorn? What the hell going on? Goddamn, he like, you stink, Weezy. I'm like, man, shut up, popcorn. You tripping my whole ass to the cell. I get to the cell. Goddamn, tell my roommate, let me get the cell. I'm going to the cell. Goddamn, I got like an hour and a half. I'm like, man, shit. This shit stinky, man. This shit's so fucking musty and loud, y'all. Like, and like in prison, like a fresh pack of loud. Like, y'all can smell loud when you open some good loud up in the jar or open the bag up and shit like that. In prison, when that shit open up, that shit take over the whole fucking oxygen smell of every fucking thing. I'm telling y'all, man. So everybody's still smelling it. I got to cut up in my cell and breaking it down. I'm like, damn, shit. This shit some musty ass fucking weed. I'm like, damn, shit. This shit goddamn sweating. It's so goddamn musty. Breaking this shit down. Breaking it down. Goddamn shit. Fuck. Damn right. You gotta send his cousin 300. Get that right over here. That's his cousin 300. Down. I ain't be able to bag up all these spoons. Get my celly something. Look out for popcorn. Get my homeboy something over here. Send my man something at 31. I'm getting it together quick. I get it together. Put everything back in my bag. Tie knot game. Tuck that. You know what I mean? Got the spoons over here. Tuck at $300. I got shit everywhere. Got a couple of Feezies bagged up. I come out on the party. Weezy! What's up, bitch? Yeah. What's up? Yeah, I got some sticks, bro. Yeah, $10. Come on with it. You want all food? Hell no. You got, long as it ain't stamps. I don't want no stamps. I don't write no damn body. Fuck them stamps. I'm like, long as it ain't stamps, goddamn it. Come on with it. Niggas is coming. I'm in there doing my thing, y'all. That's my word. I'm doing my thing. Everything going smooth. Everything going smooth. This is my word. We murdered that. We murdered that jump, man. This is my word. Bro sold half of his jump to a nigga from Richmond. A half a zip. He kept a half a zip, broke down, looked out for his niggas, send this shit to the other side of y'all like he said he was gonna do. Bro made his bread. Keith made his bread. I made my bread. I walked away, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. After paying dude $300, I still had about $2,200. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm living good in there. I'm strapped, got weed to smoke. Everything going good. Everything going good. Boom. We end up making a play again. You know what I mean? We paid goddamn Jason. I meant to say that. I pardon me on that, y'all. We made sure we paid Jason ass. Looked out for him. Got Jason out the way. We make a second play. Everything goes smooth with the second play. We got the shit again. We in that joint. Know what I mean? Everybody got weed in there. Every weed everywhere in Lawrenceville. But you gotta know how to get in and sell it. I'm selling shit. Take it. I'm selling the hell out of that shit. Everything is going smooth, man. So I can remember a time I sent my man something. You know what I mean? My man was in 70, I want to say he was in 72 or 3. He was in one of them jumps over in 70 building, but I used to see him from time to time, and I would look out for him a lot too, because this was my guy too from the time. But I can remember talking to him, and he like, yo, bro, send me something. So I sent him something. You know what I mean? Goddamn, he get to smoking in and shit, I guess. You know what I mean? So when he seen me the next day, he like, yo, goddamn, you got that same musty ass shit that be down here. You know what I mean? I'm like, what you mean same musty shit? He like, bro, listen, bro. I was like, that shit loud pack is supposed to be like that, bro. He was like, man, I'm telling you, bro. He was like, man, you don't even know where you get that shit from. I ain't even want to expose Jason. You know what I mean? I couldn't expose Jason. Like, I didn't know what to tell, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't know what to say right there. When he said that, I was stuck because I really want to know what he has to say. But like, I can't give the plug away. You know what I mean? I can't do that. So I'm like, bro, what the hell you talking about? He like, man, look. You got that same shit that goddamn motherfucking white boy behind. I'm like, what white boy? I try to play it on. I'm like, what white boy? He like, man, that gay ass white boy. I'm like, gay ass white boy? What gay ass white boy? He like, man, goddamn Joe Piscopo. I'm like, Joe Piscopo? Who the hell is Joe Piscopo? I promise y'all, it was a goddamn white dude on the compound, man. The nigga looked like Joe Piscopo. After he told me that, and I always seen that the white boy, because he worked laundry. I forgot what he worked. He worked property or laundry, one of them shits. But he was the white dude that was walking around in the yard with he had a bob. He had earrings in he had a big ass nose. I guess he was Italian, no offense. But he had a big ass, his beak was huge, pause. That shit was huge. He had an earring in that jump. He had earrings in here. And he had like a little bob. I don't know how the fuck he get this. Because like I say, around this time, like it ain't a lot of like on my side of y'all, it ain't jumping with no homosexuals, but on that side of y'all know it's ex San Francisco. San Francisco ain't what it used to be from when I went there, and like it's a few over there. But this particular white dude, he in the cell with a nigga. You know what I mean? Goddamn, like he booed up from what I heard with the nigga that work in the gym. You know what I mean? So I used to see the nigga, and I never thought he looked like Joe Piscopo till my man told me. But when my man told me, I was like, damn, the white boy got the shit. I'm like, fuck, he got the shit. He like, yo, goddamn, the white boy be going over to the V room getting the package. I'm like, the white boy be going over to the V room getting the package. He's like, damn right, the white boy can fit a goddamn phone up his goddamn. I was like, he can fit a phone. I was like, so like, where you think the white boy getting this shit from? He was like, shit, there's only one place he be getting it from. I was like, who? He was like, the white boy that be working the library, Jason. I said, God damn.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.